3M interior foam weather strip on today's episode. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Clueless Dad. Today we're going to go over installing interior foam tape weather strip by 3M. This is a roll that is 17 feet long, and this is the 3/8 inch by ½ inch size. So I think it's ½ inch thick, 3/8 inch wide. They have different sizes, obviously. This is the thickest one I saw them selling here in Hong Kong. This is the Hong Kong edition, so it's all written in Chinese on the front and back. Anyway, this is interior foam, so it's really like foam, not like rubber. So the reason I'm actually outside of my house, I'm actually on the like utility balcony of my house. That's also my balcony. As you can see, it's almost sunset. I gotta hurry up before it gets dark. Is because we have, in my new apartment, we have super high ceilings and we have super tall doors, including those sliding glass doors over there. And wind is a real problem. It's not actually like water getting in, so I don't need necessarily like a weather barrier. I just need kind of a wind barrier. And I've bought some other rubber weather strips and it kind of works, but the doors are so big and the gaps are there, they're pretty big. So I wanted to buy something as honkin' big as I could, and this is basically it. So I don't care if it's waterproof, because I guess this isn't. I just really wanted to stop the wind. So anyway, let's see how this works. I'm doing it on the utility one here because it's a single door. It's not a giant sliding door, so it's actually easiest to do. And this one has nothing except the original weather stripping, which has basically gotten old and shrunk and lost its elasticity. So anyway, it's the most need of some extra help. And now that it's December, actually it's January now, you can really tell if there's like a cold winter wind. You go anywhere near the door, you can feel it's like 3 or 4 degrees colder over there. So we really need it. Anyway, let's get started. Given the fact that I'm 27 floors up, so given the fact that I'm so high up, I think I'm going to not film everything, but I'll stop, show you what the door looks like, put it in, show you what it looks like once it's in, and then close the door and see if we can feel anything. Maybe I'll do a follow-up if it gets trashed from the weather. Okay, let's go. So I think you guys can see there's like this original rubber, and this one's not that bad. On the other doors, it's completely shot in a couple places. So in this case, I'm going to just try to fill in this gap, and I hope that actually fits, and see if I can get as much of the gap here, and in this case, the gap on this side too. I'll try to get as much of that with my new 3M tape. So looking at the height here, I didn't measure it, but I'm guessing this is probably like at least 8 feet, maybe 8 foot 6 inches. I don't know, it's way up there. I'm actually down a step too. So there's that, there's this, and then obviously the other side. So one roll is not enough, but don't worry, I actually got 3 rolls. I have other doors to do, but I can obviously go back and buy some more rolls if it works out okay. And I'm not going to do all of them today because the sun's going down. Anyway, yeah, the sun is going down. That's China over there, by the way, if you haven't seen my other videos. So let's get going. So actually, I got really lucky. The gap between the existing weather strip and the edge of the frame is exactly the right width for this strip. So I'll just push it down here, go all the way down. Okay, one side almost done. It's actually slightly smaller than the gap, but that's okay. By the way, in case you're wondering, yes, the door does still close. Doesn't interfere. Okay, got it down under here, no problem. And I'll cut it about here. Okay, here you can see I've got it all the way in. The corners aren't perfect because there's some like caulk under here or something. Some sealant, but yeah, it basically goes all the way around. As you can see, I've got about half of the second roll and maybe, I don't know, 2-3 feet of the first roll left. But yeah, and these things are about, what was it, like 42 Hong Kong, so that's about $6 each. So I basically used maybe $9-10 to seal this. That's kind of probably more than I should have paid. I have some other weather strip which I've also filmed. I haven't put it out yet, but that stuff, which is a lot thinner. Okay, so here's the weather stripping. It's really kind of cheap and no name, no brand. I don't even know how long it is. I think it's about 12 feet or so, we'll see. Yeah, it's just got some peel off backing. Probably better solutions, or I could buy, maybe an even bigger like industrial size roll. So anyway, let's close the door and see how it works. It definitely will close. Whether it stops all the wind is another question. Okay, so yeah, that's it for today. If you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know. What do you think about using the interior foam on an exterior door? See how that goes too. There's no UV in it, so I think that's fine. It shouldn't get wet because these are all covered balconies, as you can see. So anyway, we'll see. Okay, quick update. I put it in this evening. It's actually the middle of the night right now. It's 11 degrees outside. It's about 17 degrees here near the window, but I don't feel any draft coming in anywhere. That's good. Door closes just fine. And it's about 19 degrees in the middle of the room. So it's definitely cooler in here, but I mean, obviously you have a nice big piece of glass here. But it's definitely better than it was. Obviously there's a barrier there now. So anyway, pretty happy with it. I think, I could have got the exterior waterproof one, but like I said, this is a covered balcony, so I don't think water intrusion is a big issue, and the dust and the air is actually a much bigger deal. Anyway, that's it for today. If you guys have any questions or comments, let me know. Bye. Having the stroller with me all the time up in the overhead bin. As soon as we get off the plane, pull it out, unfold it, and walk off. Literally that could save you 15-20 minutes right there.